Yeah, hi there. These comments are for Diego from Guatemala, and this is Michael. I am the founder, owner, and the materials writer for the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT. And thank you for your message. I think that you made a comment over at my Facebook page. And remember, if you like my course, if you like how I'm helping you, tell somebody else about my service. You can send them an email. And if anybody else is watching the video, if you guys have other people that might be interested in studying the TOEFL, have them contact me. They can go over to my website at bettertoeflscores.com. Okay, Diego, let's take a look at your situation. You say, I'm having trouble on the TOEFL IBT, especially on the reading and the listening sections. I got a low score, 12 to 14 out of 30 on both. I got a 69 on my TOEFL. Also, I need a 71 to be admitted to the University of Louisiana at Lafayette. I'm planning to take the TOEFL next Friday, so I need advice and a quick reinforcement so I can make at least a 71 on the TOEFL IBT test. What do you recommend me do? I'm in a rush now. There's almost no time to have classes or anything. I need to get at least 71, please. I've been fighting to get this score. Any tips? And I do, Diego, and if I remember, you're also one of my students, right? I'm pretty sure. I would recommend this. Here's a couple of things I would do. Go over to my online course, and let me go to the course myself. I'll tell you which lesson. It's in the grammar section. You may not even know I have this lesson there, but there is a student who scored 109 on the TOEFL, and she gave some really good comments on what to do when you're taking the TOEFL. And I'm going to refer you to her ideas. There's no sense in me re-explaining the same thing twice. Okay, so in the grammar section, I'll tell you which lesson it is. Okay, you want to go to, it's called TOEFL Tips from Tadu, who scored 109 out of 120. And guess what, Diego? I just got an email from one of my other students, and guess what he scored? 110. No joke. Anyway, Lesson 5, TOEFL Tips from Tadu. I think that would be important. You can take a look at that. I'd also recommend you go to the reading section of my course and go over the basic strategies for the question types during the reading section. Make sure you know what all the question types are and what the strategies for answering them. And I would recommend, if you go to the reading section of my course, I'd like to have you take a look at lesson number 1. Now don't worry about that. How about lesson 1.1, reading score improvement suggestions, also lesson 2, lesson 3, and lesson 4. And that will get you really set right in terms of the TOEFL IBT reading question types and the strategies for answering those questions. So I think that would be very, very beneficial for you also. Now, I think what's also important is if you go to the listening part of my course, I'd like to have you take a look at TOEFL listening lesson number 1, and that'll give you some basic ideas on note-taking and how to take notes during the listening section. And if you haven't already, before your TOEFL test on Friday, I think it would be a great idea for you to complete some independent and integrated speaking and writing practice tests so you can get a little bit of feedback from me or from my teaching assistant. We will tell you what lessons maybe you could briefly review to help strengthen either your speaking or your writing proficiencies. Alrighty, anyway, so I hope I've given you some ideas to help you get going in the right direction. There's a saying in American culture, it's this: you are so close, but yet so far, right? So you have 69, you need 71, only 2 points, right? So hopefully by reviewing some of the lessons I just pointed out in this video, and by completing a few more practice tests before you take the TOEFL next Friday, I hope that this will give you the little bit that you need to get past the goal that you set for your TOEFL. Okay? And again, thank you for contacting me.